Another measure of central tendency is the median. To find the median, we think of listing all occurrences in order, and then we throw out one from each end, and that is the highest and the lowest. And then with what we got left, we throw out the highest and the lowest, and we keep doing that until we're left with only one or two values in the middle. And then we find the middle value. Now if there's just one value left in the middle, that's going to be it. If there are two, we're going to average them. Now I'm going to copy the stem leaf diagram from our previous analysis. And I'm just going to copy actually I'm going to put these in order. We have 124, we have 128, we have 131 and 132. Then we have 135 and another 135 and 136 and 137 and a couple of 139s. Then we have 141 and 141, then 143 and 143. Whoops, one of those should be a 2. And actually looking at this, I think I have an error. Minor error. When we talked about the mode, there were only 2 5s and 2 9s, and there were 2 1s and 2 3s. Well, that's really 4 possible modes, and again, we don't talk about more than 2 possible modes. So since we have 4 numbers that each could be the mode, we don't say that this distribution has a mode. Okay, completing the stem and leaf diagram. And this doesn't have to be done with stem and leaf, it's just a convenient way to do it, and I have the stem and leaf diagram handy. Now let's find the median of this distribution. Okay, let's see, we're going to cross out the highest and lowest. That's the 4 and the 7. Then we cross out the highest and the lowest, because of course that was 167, 124. Now we cross out the 128, 156. Then we'll go ahead and cross 2 of these out and 2 of these. And then we'll cross the next one and the next one, and the next one and the next one, and the lowest and the highest and the lowest and the highest, and the lowest and the highest. That leaves us 2 in the middle, standing for 139 and 141. Their average is 140, so the median is 140. If you have an even number of occurrences, you're going to get 2 left in the middle. If you have an odd number, you'll only have 1 left in the middle. And this is the calculation of the median. And we're going to go on and look at a formula that your textbook talks about for finding the median. Okay, the median is value number, sum of the frequencies plus 1 over 2. Now what's that mean? Well, in the distribution we just saw, the sum of the frequencies was 20. Now, we're just treating each occurrence as its own data point, but there are 20 of them, okay? So the median of these should be value number 20 plus 1 over 2, which is 10.5. What's that mean? Now it doesn't mean that the median is 10.5. It means it's data point number 10.5 when these things are listed in order. That means that you count down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 data points. That would be the 10th. To get number 10.5, you have to take the 10th and 11th and average them, which is exactly what we did. The common sense of this is simply, if you take the number of things you got and divide by 2, that doesn't quite give you the middle because you start with the first one. You start with number 1 and with number 20. The average of 1 and 20 is 20 plus 1 over 2, that's 10.5. That tells you which data point to look at. And again, number 10.5 would be the average of the 10th and the 11th values. The sum of the frequencies is n, so we could say that the median is value number n plus 1 over 2. In other words, in this calculation, n was 20. Sum of the frequencies is just n, the total number of data points or total number of occurrences. And you add 1 to that because you're averaging, again, the number of the last one the position of the last one with the position of the first one, and you average those, and it gives you the position of the median.